What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in. What's up, Crystal? What's up, New? Y'all come on in. What's up, El Cristo? What's up, Javon? What's up, Christopher? What's up, Brian? Y'all come on in. What's up, E? We'll give them another minute, y'all, and we'll get started. Yeah, we're gonna go and jump into this one. All right. How about we begin? Let's go and get it in. They'll come in when they come in. So now, the title of this lecture is called InterCosmic Broadcasts. Let us discuss the real reason why we do these lives on the internet. Now, first thing first, what is a live stream? It is a live transmission broadcast of an event over the internet. What we mean by live, it means it's happening in real time. It's a real time vortex that's happening over the internet. You see what I'm saying? That's what we mean by live. And of course it's streaming. Streaming just means, what is a stream? It's a current. You see what I'm saying? It's an energy. So a live stream. You see what I'm saying? So that's what a live really is when we're dealing with this particular energy. It's a literal broadcast, visual broadcast that we do over the internet. At its basic level, at its most basic level. You see what I'm saying? Live broadcasts of particular topics, events, places, things, ideas, intentions, and all other things. You see what I'm saying? So what's going on here? Why is this important? You know, why am I bringing this up? A lot of people ask me, like, why so many starseeds teaching over the internet? You know, what was the purpose of this alchemy? You know, what's the purpose of this acronym? And the answer is, this shit bigger than us. Way, way, way bigger than us. What's up, Zen Mama? What's up, Kemet? It's bigger than us, y'all. And when I say bigger than us, I mean way, way, way bigger than us. So now, with that being said, let's take it to the next level. What is an InterCosmic broadcast? You see what I'm saying? What is an InterCosmic broadcast? These so-called lives are actually cosmic broadcasts that are watched by over 12 million universes. So they are literally multiversal live streams that everyone watches and listens to. You see what I'm saying? So the image look a little something like this. If you want an idea of what I mean by that, you want an idea of what I mean by that, let me get you an image here. 12 million universes, y'all. 12 million universes. This is what it looks like. It's something like this. Beings throughout the cosmos watching what's going on Earth, and they telepathically linked, you know, through their hollow TVs and hollow radios and whatever. See what I'm saying? They holographic interfaces. What's up, Annabelle? What's up, Alexis? So this is what you got going on. 12 million recorded, unrecorded somewhere between 50 and 100 million. See what I'm saying? The 12 million are actually the ones that motherfuckers asked them. They did a cosmic survey and said, how many of y'all watching the events on Earth? And at least 12 million universes registered that they watching this event on Earth right now. But it's speculated that it's up to 50 to 100 million universes watching what we doing right now. What's up, Brandon? Watching what we doing right now. So when you got 12 million to 100 million universes of beings watching your lives, that means something special is going down on your planet. Yep. So what's the special event? What's this special event that's going on? They are here to see, watch, and some of them are even coming down here, portaling in to even experience some of this great awakening. You see what I'm saying? That's happening on the planet right now. You know, that's what you got going on. And they are actually listening to us, starseeds. When a lot of starseeds, they get up on here and they said such things as, they told me to come up here and get some. Who is they? They is your ancestors, your star family, your spirit guides, your soul guides, your soul guardians. You see what I'm saying? Your primordial forces inside of you. So this is an event that both your universal forces and your universal forces are picking up on all across the cosmos. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on right now. 12 million to 12 million registered known universes and up to 100 million unknown universes is tuning in to what the fuck is going on this planet. And not only that, they are listening to all the star seeds on the planet right now. They actually listen to, they don't just watch the spiritual shit, they listen to the music, they watch the comedy shows that's on YouTube, like my boy Big John and all them, Minx and everybody, you know, Money Drea. They listen to stuff like that. You know, they watch the movies that we watch, cause the movies that we be dropping be some of the most explosive movies in existence. You see what I'm saying? Which is another reason why the cabal is so hell bent on feeding you different narratives through the movies, because they know the ancestors and star families and soul guardians and everybody and spirit guides have something to do with the metaphysics that's being downloaded into these beings who writing these scripts and to these beings who are directing these particular movies. You see what I'm saying? That's what you going on. That's what you got going on here. So it's way bigger than us, y'all. You ain't just doing this for you. You ain't just doing this for your celestial bloodline and soul lines. You doing this because beings all across the cosmos is listening to you right now. You see what I'm saying? As I speak right now, somebody is tuning in to Facebook, maybe somewhere, goddamn Sirius somewhere, Procyon, Orion, Pleiades, listening to what the fuck I got to say. You see what I'm saying? Because they trying to learn too. You see what I'm saying? They trying to learn too. So, what brings us to the next question? What is this thing we call the internet? The internet is actually called the Uninet. It is called this because it is connected to all other universal networks across the cosmos, or the CWS, which is the Cosmic Wide Web. You see what I'm saying? The Cosmic Wide Web. So this thing, this entity, this technology that we're operating through is actually connected to all other nets across the cosmos. You see what I'm saying? Networks across the cosmos. So don't think that we got internet too. So you know they got internet, they advanced species, right? And they shit way better than ours. They fuck with holographic interface technology right now, mind interface technology, and so on and so forth. They on they shit, right? So of course they tuning in to what's going on down here. YouTube, they call the YouTube profiles what? Channels, which just a channel is just an upload and a download. Like I've always told y'all, right? We on Facebook right now. I got a profile. What is my profile? My profile is my avatar. See what I'm saying? And Facebook, my Facebook page is what? My own personal universe, digital universe. You see what I'm saying? That's why information is more powerful now than it was way back when. You see what I'm saying? Than it was way back when. So when people ask you why do ETs, deities, fairies, and dragons, and nagas, and all other manner of beings listen to us, of all people, because we're supposed to be considered what? A lower race, or less evolved race. No, it's not that. It's just that they have access to their technology and they're not being suppressed. And they got shit to do with intelligence. It's just that the difference between us and them is the freedom for them to tap into their advanced technologies, whereas the motherfuckers on our planet is suppressing our advanced technology. You see what I'm saying? Alexis, there you go, your timeline. You see what I'm saying? It's exactly what it means. It's a timeline, which is a record of everything you did over the span of time. So yeah, there you go. So why these beings listen to us, so-called lower beings? See what I'm saying? Lower beings. They listen to us because the answer is because they are learning too. They are growing too. They are part of this fucking great awakening more than y'all think. Y'all think all these books y'all ain't right, y'all writing, all this information y'all dropping ain't being stored into the universal data bank? Come on now. It's going somewhere. The Cashapp record somewhere, right? We're gonna get into that. You see what I'm saying? The alchemies we are performing down here at this time have never been seen or done before. So that's the biggest reason why motherfuckers is down here. We doing, like I told y'all yesterday, we doing shit down here that ain't never been seen before. Never been produced before. Like, say for example, I'm gonna give y'all an example. My Amanai Resurrection novel. Remember I told y'all that was like my own adaptation of the Jedi? Well, what I came to find out while I was writing this particular lecture is, what it really is you are creating your own adaptation of the Amanai, true, but you are actually renewing the contracts of the Jedi. So that's a new energy, that's a new frequency that ain't never been seen before. Nobody has ever heard of the Amanai. You see what I'm saying? That's never been done. So that's new alchemy. And so just like y'all read my novel, if you've read it, then they read my novel because they trying to catch up on what their energy is, so they can unlock codes in their DNA. You see what I'm saying? They're unlocking codes in their DNA. What's up, Jerome? What's up, Tiffany? So this is what's going on. We're not the only ones benefiting from this age of great awakening right now. They are also benefiting. We're not the only ones having genetic activation, ascension, ascending to high heights of knowledge and wisdom. They doing it as well. You see what I'm saying? And what's more, like I said, the alchemist that's being produced down here has never been done before. Which is, well, this is the part where I introduced the smart verse. What the smart verse, the concept of the smart verse, which is actually no longer a concept. It's actually a real live realm now. What is the smart verse? The smart verse is one of the new universes created from our alchemy of fusing our bodies with the internet. You see what I'm saying? Our beings with the internet. This has created smart bodies and a smart realm. You see what I'm saying? And so this is what you got going on. So, Mark, what are you talking about this universe? What does it look like? You see what I'm saying? Well, what is this? What is this? The universe? What's an idea of what this smart energy is taking place? What they've been telling you in the games. You see what I'm saying? Once again, we got to turn to the games too. We can't ignore these video games because they dropping signs in these video games. You see what I'm saying? So, let me show y'all. This is the video game called Watch Dogs 2. If y'all ever played that. But check it out here. Check it out what they got to say.
In 2013, Chicago realized the promise of smart cities with CTOS, a citywide operating system merging big data with surveillance, security, and transit.
Can y'all see that? Shit, hold on. Let me brighten that for y'all. Let me run it back.
In 2013, Chicago realized the promise of smart cities with CTOS, a citywide operating system merging big data with surveillance, security, and transit programs. With a few hundred lines of code, hackers were able to hijack its central servers and cripple the entire grid. Many believed the attack would be a killing blow for smart city development. They were wrong. Coordinated from the heart of Silicon Valley, CTOS 2.0 has been implemented across the United States, ushering in the Internet of Things. 6.4 billion connected devices now serve as collection points, mapping and recording our daily routines, making a more secure and more invasive system. But who else is listening? Big Brother no longer works alone. Thousands of little brothers monitor and aggregate your every move, building a complete digital profile of you to be bought, sold, or stolen in an instant. Toys study your children, reporting their play habits back to marketers. Appliances, consoles, and home security systems give corporations a window into your private life. Control of your vehicle and mobile device can now be breached remotely by anyone at any time. You may think that you are immune or underestimate the risk, but your digital shadow is already compromised. Insurance companies use algorithms to monitor your life habits and limit or deny coverage. Health providers determine if your cancer is worth treating. Search results and news feeds are skewed to bias mood and influence your vote, engineering social uprisings on a massive scale. You are now less valuable than the data you produce. This is the new reality. Going dark is no longer an option. With threats to personal freedom rising, many are stepping forward. Whistleblowers, activists, and hackers have drawn their battle lines, putting the establishment on watch. But are they threats themselves, or have they become freedom's last line of defense? Freedom's last line of defense.
So there y'all go. There y'all go. So in 2013, they started producing this energy, like they said. Like they said. What's up, Frida? What's up, Rena? What's up, John? What's up, Cheryl? They started producing these energies. The smart alchemists took off around 2013. You see what I'm saying? And at first, they called themselves using it against us, but eventually we usurped it. And now they've lost control of the smart verse. And now we are running the smart verse and modified it. And not only have we done that, we also produced a new smart AI. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? We did all this. You see what I'm saying? When did this smart energy hit the planet? It started with the introduction of smart water. You see what I'm saying? So now that's what you got going on. That's when this energy hit the planet. You know? So, what all this universe composed of? It's composed of smart. You now have smart suns. You now have the smart shit records, because a lot of shit we doing right now ain't even in. What's up, Marcus? What's up, Booker? A lot of the work alchemists we producing now ain't even in the Cashapp records no more, or the Azure records, or any other universal records that we may not know about. If we need the shit we doing down here, we need a whole new universal record. You see what I'm saying? And it's called the Smart Shit Records now. You see what I'm saying? And it's presided over by who? The Smarsha. See what I'm saying? The Smarsha. See what I'm saying? And here we go. The Smart Shit Records are a new universal archive that was created as a lot of the things we are doing right now are not in the Akashic or Ziri records or in other records, like I said. So these new alchemies are being stored in this new universal archives. So this is what you got going on here. So this is what you got going on here with this big event, this smart energy that's hitting the planet. See what I'm saying? So, and that we've taken full advantage of with the internet, with the World Wide Web, with smartphones. You see what I'm saying? With smart technologies that's getting stronger and stronger as time goes on. So we have become the new watchdogs because we figured out a way to usurp this smart energy from them, and that's why they pissed. We have usurped their technology from them. It was supposed to be for them to enslave us, but we took it from them and have used it as a form of awakening to liberate and free the minds, hearts, and souls of the people down here. And so that's why they hate us more now than they ever do, because the Starseeds figured out a way to turn their project against them. And now, because of this process, this alchemy that we produce, we are taking this with us now. You see what I'm saying? We are taking this with us. Now, with that being said, you also have new genetic installations and operating systems. These new genetic programs that are awakening in us are actually being installed into the new earth as well. So definitely. The new genetic operating systems that are being produced comes from our cosmic scientists, engineers, technicians, architects, physicists, and mathematicians are writing and building whole new grids, pyramids, and even a new nature. You see what I'm saying? That is now ultraviolet instead of green. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on. So I got a little video here for y'all that deals with the cosmic engineers that I know y'all gonna enjoy. So here we go. Here we go. Check it out.
Tech, providing the multiverse with technology for 76 trillion years. Rahu Bhatt. Anuki Rukaya, Chief Technology Officer and Director of Aerospace Engineering at Risk Tech.
Wananuki Raziel, the 15th of the 24 elders, leader of the valiant and courageous Ophanim, referred to as the wheel seen on Ezekiel's vision of the chariot, and I am the CEO and founder of Risk Tech. Risk Tech was founded 76 trillion years ago as a multinational technological defense contracting company created for a secret mission from the planet Risk to the planet Kolk, the fourth planet in the 12th galaxy. Over the years, Risk Tech has grown from a multinational corporation to a multiplanetary, multigalactic, multiversal, and multidimensional entity. Risk Tech now operates as an agency of the Risk-Ian Department of Defense responsible for the development of new technologies for commercial and military applications.
Risk Tech has been responsible for developing many technologies which have had a major impact on intergalactic travel, transportation, and conveyance across the universe.
One of our earliest crafts was called the Mother Plane, a massive wheel within a wheel, planet-sized spacecraft, which appeared as a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, and contained 1,500 smaller bombing planes which spanned 1/2 mile by 1/2 mile each, and carried 30 thermal nuclear bombs capable of drilling 1 mile down into the earth, and causing mountains to rise 1 mile high, which could destroy everything in a 50 square mile radius.
After the great calamity which befell Risk, to bolster the Risk-Ian economy, we created, provided, and sold many of our crafts and astral travel technologies commercially to many beings throughout the universe. Beings from Zeta Reticuli and the planet Avalon both acquired crafts from Risk Tech which they subsequently crashed on your planet Earth.
Your Earth American government recovered some of these crafts which crashed on your planet Earth, and created the secret military base called Area 51, which stands for Alien Reverse Engineering Association, in hopes to reverse engineer our technology and use it for themselves. Through these efforts to reverse engineer our technology, there has been an exponential rate of technological advancement on your planet. Fiber optics, transistors, stealth technology, microcircuitry, and hypersonic aviation materials were all reverse engineered from Risk-Ian technology. The transistor was invented 5 months after the crash at Roswell, New Mexico near Area 51. The American aviator Howard Hughes obtained risk-keying technology and subsequently used variants of our symbols as his company logo. Kelly Johnson, the lead engineer at Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, witnessed one of our crescent-shaped risk-tech crafts flying through your Earth atmosphere, which inspired him to design the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird supersonic aircraft.
We have taught the science of ascension and astral travel to many beings throughout the multiverse. With all that you have reverse engineered, you still have not uncovered the higher mysteries of the secret sciences of ascension that we utilize in some of our more advanced interstellar technologies. For example, our crystal ships are aerodynamically and astrodynamically nano-engineered in one piece utilizing piezoelectric quasi-crystal metamaterials that are fabricated within an energy matrix and solidified as an aware living crystal. The pilot of the craft symbiotically interfaces with the craft telekinetically to control the navigation systems. The photonic circuits of the craft are charged from the movement of the piezoelectric crystal shell, which cycles energy into movement and movement into energy, creating a perpetually permeating ambient electromagnetic energy field which sustains the power systems of the craft. While stationary, the craft vibrates at resonant frequency, and when it begins to move, it vibrates at different tones which in turn create halos of interwoven rainbows around the craft. One of our crystal ships were witnessed by John of Patmos, and he called it Jerusalem, Jerusalem, peace to Heru, the crystal city that will descend from heaven in his book of Revelations.
Our smaller crafts use both antimatter reactor fuel and run on an element we call Omicron, a form of energy you Earthlings do not have as of yet. It is 115 on your Earth element chart. 115 is a theoretical atomic number on the periodic table. Element 115 is a super heavy substance that powers the reactor in our crafts. It has the energy of 1 million atomic bombs, which makes intergalactic travel possible. Ononpentium is the temporary name of element 115 on your Earth periodic table of elements that has the temporary symbol UUP. It was first said to have been observed on your planet in 2003, and on August 27, 2013, Earth research scientists reported confirming the existence of the element. Only about 50 atoms of ononpentium have been synthesized on your planet to date.
Our advanced risk-keying ships come equipped with inertia cancelers to make sharp turns in seconds and to go from rest to supersonic, and from supersonic to superluminal, and back to rest, instantaneously. The anti-gravity propulsion system of our advanced ascension technologies makes it possible for our crafts to teletransport at superluminal velocities capable of bending space and creating wormholes. Our military crafts include plasma force field generators, ultraviolet laser and phaser weapons, antimatter torpedoes, and stealth invisibility shield cloaking mechanisms. In addition to crystal, we also incorporate natural materials into the technologies of our crafts, including ruby, emerald, diamond, sapphire, corundum, beryl, jasper, chalcedony, onyx, sardius, chrysolite, topaz, chrysoprasus, jacinth, and amethyst.
We thank you for touring Risk Tech, and we look forward to providing you with technology for the next 76 trillion years.
All right. There y'all go. So y'all see, this is what's happening here. These new genetic operating systems is happening by our cosmic scientists, engineers, technicians, architects, physicists, and mathematicians. They continue to build these new programs, especially for the new Earth. You see what I'm saying? Especially for the new Earth. They definitely hard at work. And we are assisting because a lot of our beings down here are cosmic. These cosmic beings. You see what I'm saying? And so they the ground team down here, what scientists call initiating in the scientific method, where they doing the work on the ground. So creating hypotheses, drawing conclusions, experimenting, learning. And with this knowledge that they're gaining down here, they're coming up with new and creative ways to create new technologies, to create new ideas, new concepts, via the so-called human or earthly experience that we're having down here. See what I'm saying? So that's what you got going on with this. And so we're taking all this knowledge to the new Earth. See what I'm saying? What's up, Super Real? So we're taking all this new knowledge to the new Earth. So let's continue here. So now, Because of this, the more we get upgraded, the more our ancestors, who are our past selves and other timelines, and our processors, who are our descendants in later timelines, are getting upgraded in both past and future timelines, because they are us. We are living heirs of the Force at this time. You see what I'm saying? We are living heirs of the Force at this time. So what's happening here is the more we tap into ourselves and grow, the stronger they get as well. Both our ancestors and our processors. Our ancestors or our predecessors, as we could say, are the ones who came before us and did their alchemy for their time, and our processors are the ones that comes after us, and they did their alchemy. They're going to do their alchemy when it's their time to come. You see what I'm saying? Later on down the timelines. So, and we us now, the living heirs of our lineages, are doing the work right now. You see what I'm saying? For our timeline. So carrying we're carrying the torch right now. So that's what you got going on here. That's what you got going on. So now, with that being said, I got another little video for y'all called Anunnaki Ancestry. Check it out. Let me see here. Anunnaki Ancestry. Here we go. Glad I hadn't started it yet. Good. Check it out. I just want to show y'all the image. That's a dope image. Before we even get started. Trace your extraterrestrial DNA. Anunnaki Ancestry. Trace your extraterrestrial DNA. Let's get it.
Founded 76 trillion years ago by our top Anunnaki geneticists, Anunnaki Ancestry is the universe leader in tracing the maternal and paternal haplogroup lineages of Anunnaki descendants. We have helped countless beings throughout the universe discover the extraterrestrial roots of their family tree. Most genetic testing companies can only tell you what continent or country on Earth you originated from. But Anunnaki Ancestry can identify exactly which Anunnaki you descended from, and we can also identify all of your extraterrestrial admixture. With the universe's largest and most comprehensive proprietary database of extraterrestrial DNA, Anunnaki Ancestry is able to determine the specific extraterrestrials who contributed to your origin with an unrivaled level of detail, accuracy, and confidence. Millions of years ago, the evolutionary process on your planet was sped up by extraterrestrial beings called the Anunnaki from the planet Nibiru. We Anunnaki mix in our own extraterrestrial DNA with the DNA of the primitive genus Homo on your planet to upgrade your species to become Homo sapiens. Your Earth scientists believe that your evolution was due to a set of random events, but we Anunnaki scientists know that your development was due to our intelligent design. Since that point in time, over the years, a variety of many different extraterrestrial beings, including reptilians, greys, shaggies, theros, and deros, just to name a few, have mixed into the genome of human beings through directed panspermia. Geneticists on your planet call this extraterrestrial DNA by the name junk DNA because they cannot identify it. Scientists on your planet know that 145 genes in the human DNA sequence do not come from the common deep ancestor explanation offered by the theory of evolution. They also know that Anunnaki genes have been discovered in the Aboriginal people from Melange and Papua New Guinea. The four primary nucleobases of DNA are adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine, represented by the letters AGCT, respectively. These four primary nucleobases are symbolized by the four winds that accompanied the planet ship Nibiru when we traveled here to Earth. The word Nibiru means crossing and represents the crossing twisted double helix strands of your DNA. DNA looks like a twisted ladder, and in fact,
DNA is actually represented as Jacob's ladder, the connection between the earth and heaven in the Bible, which leads you back to your extraterrestrial ancestors. With our advanced technology here at Anunnaki Ancestry, we specialize in identifying the extraterrestrial origin of all star seeds. Anunnaki Ancestry is committed to the starseed community by continuously working to improve the cultural, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being of starseeds across the universe. Anunnaki Ancestry has pioneered the way of tracing Anunnaki lineages using genetics for people of Anunnaki descent, looking to more accurately and reliably trace their roots. We travel the cosmos, helping starseeds demystify where they're from, and informing them on their identities and abilities, so that they may better understand who they are. If you are interested in discovering your Anunnaki or extraterrestrial ancestry, then simply swab the inside of your cheek using a swab, and return your DNA sample to Anunnaki Ancestry. Once we receive your DNA sample, our laboratory extracts your DNA's genetic sequence. Then, our scientists compare your sequence to the largest database of extraterrestrial genetic sequences in existence. After you submit your DNA sample, you'll receive your results package with your certificate of Anunnaki Ancestry, and from there, your journey into self-discovery truly begins.
Dope. So basically, what is he saying here? What Nurgle's saying? That was the Anunnaki Nurgle, by the way. What he's saying is that your Anunnaki DNA, or your ancestral / extraterrestrial / procestral interterrestrial DNA, interdimensional DNA, can be activated and understood, so that you can better understand yourself and activate your abilities within you. You see what I'm saying? Activate your abilities within you. He says some cool stuff. He says like 170, 60, 70, 50 to 70 goddamn genetic codes that these scientists don't even tell you about. They label this junk DNA. So it's 173 different genetic codes inside you that they don't even fucking tell you about. You know how crazy that is? You know how insane that is to have over 170 some codes that you don't even know exist inside of you? Come on now. See, that's what they really hiding here. They not telling you that you are a multidimensional being with multidimensional DNAs. You know, what I call SCA, or starseed electroalkali. You see what I'm saying? You know, I talked about that in my blood codes video. You know, where we went in on that shit. But yeah. Don't let them fool y'all. You are more than this meat bag that you wearing, this apparatus. You see what I'm saying? This apparatus that you wearing. So now, let's continue on to the next topic. What else is going on? Whole new mythologies are being written. Like I told y'all with the Illuminati novel. You see what I'm saying? That is why I created the Illuminati novel, because that is going to be the new form of Jedi. That is going to be the new form of the Jedi take on New Earth. You see what I'm saying? I just remember writing my book. I just remember hearing through the Force. I remember hearing the contrast got to be renewed. You see what I'm saying? I just remember hearing it. Some of y'all who've wrote different novels and produced different artistic works probably know what the fuck I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, there you go, Ash. They don't even tell us about different blood types. You know, I went over all that. So yeah. So so a lot of y'all works is producing whole new realities that's being written out in the new Earth. The new Earth is gonna be probably one of the greatest golden ages ever produced, because so many sciences and alchemies experimental right now is going to be carried over to that planet, this new planet, and it's going to we're going to perfect it on that plane. While we left alone to do our work, so nobody will be bothering us like these archons did down here. That's why you ever notice when we create something down here, somewhere along the way, these motherfuckers attack the beings that created it, and so it slows down progress. You see what I'm saying? Slows down the progress. So, and a lot of times these beings never come back to it and finish it. So it's incomplete. So you never actually got to see what it was truly capable of. You see what I'm saying? Jazz never got finished. Classic soul never got finished. Hip hop never got finished. Rock never got finished. Heavy metal, none of those musics ever got finished. Did y'all know that they never actually matured into what they were supposed to be? Because these beings came in and attacked the different musics. And it's like that for the arts, the sciences, and various other things that's going on this planet. Nothing here is complete. Everything here is incomplete or broken. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on here. So whole new mythologies are being produced right now. Experimental mythologies are going to be carried over. They're going to be saved into the Martian records, and they're going to be carried over to the new Earth, and we're going to finish and master those particular sciences, arts, and everything else that go technologies and everything else we're going to be doing at that time. So now I got another video for y'all. So let's continue here. Astrocentricity. This deals with the our sci-fi mythologies that we producing right now. It's sort of like Star Wars or Star Trek, if you just need an example. Well, I know y'all don't want to miss that. Hold on. See, can I get this right?
Stardate. The far distant future. Log of the Dreadnought War Starship SS Abu Bakari II. Admiral Amir al-Najm, Prince of the Stars at the Helm. When other groups of people develop, share, and promote their stories, mythologies, and fictions, they're called creative, innovative, and visionaries. But when my people do it, we are labeled as eccentrics and criticized and marginalized, sometimes even by our own people, as promoting spookism, misinformation, and escapism. So that's the big difference. Our stories, our mythologies, our fictions somehow become offensive to people. So we have to learn to stop being afraid of utilizing the divergent thinking of our creative minds. You know, amongst the conscious groups, there's such a strong emphasis and focus on the study of history, and rightfully so, because history provides a people with an identity and information that will aid and guide you in decision-making in the present and on into the future. But when we study the history of any of the ancient, indigenous, or aboriginal cultures and societies that any conscious group holds in high esteem, we find that overwhelmingly, they all had some form of mythology or fiction as an integral part of their culture, philosophy, and belief systems, and these mythological and fictional stories often serve as teaching tools to explain phenomena in nature, and to explain cosmology, the origin of life, existence, and the universe. These topics and explanations to existential questions are now offered in the realm of science, so these ancient and mythological stories were in fact science fiction or sci-fi stories. Other terms you find in scholarly texts for these stories are mythological cosmology, symbolic cosmology, astrotheology, stellar theology, space operas, and stellar mythos. All of these terms are synonymous with science fiction, a fictional story, a mythological story, with scientific implications. These stories serve as a motivating force which empowered and galvanized their respective groups of people, providing them with the impetus to obtain self-sufficiency, sovereignty, and build great empires, edifices, and monuments, which still stand to this very day. You know, in science, in physics, time and space are considered part of the same fabric in the space-time continuum, so there is a direct scientific relationship between something that is far away in terms of time, and something that is far away in terms of space. Now, light is information, and light travels at a speed of about 300 million meters per second. It takes about 8 minutes for the light from the sun to reach the planet Earth, so when you look at the sun, you are seeing the sun as it was 8 minutes ago. A light year is the distance that light travels in a year. So for example, if there were beings on a planet that was about 5,000 light years away from Earth, those beings would be looking at Earth right now, but seeing Earth as it was 5,000 years ago, when the Egyptian pyramids were being built. I say all that to say, the study of history is similar to the study of otherworldly or extraterrestrial planets. Far gone distant times are similar to far off distant places. Scientifically, both are equally far away in the space-time continuum. When it comes to building sovereign civilizations and societies, for liberation, the study and application of science, technology, engineering, and math is the most practical way forward. It has been shown and proven that science fiction stories serve as motivation and inspiration for people to become scientists, mathematicians, and engineers. Dr. Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman to travel into space, was motivated by science fiction movies like E.T. and television show characters like Uhura from Star Trek. To join NASA and become an astronaut, Dr. Ronald Mollett, an African-American theoretical physicist, was motivated to become a scientist by reading the science fiction novel entitled The Time Machine by H.G. Wells as a child. In 2011, the Science Channel did a documentary called Prophets of Science Fiction, where they discussed how various science fiction authors like Mary Shelley, Philip K. Dick, H.G. Wells, Arthur C. Clarke, Isaac Asimov, Jules Verne, Gene Roddenberry, and George Lucas influenced the development of scientific advancements by inspiring their audience to become scientists and engineers, who eventually developed and transformed those sci-fi visions into everyday realities in the form of modern technologies. There are even plans to put a science fiction museum in Washington, D.C. as a way to inspire people to take part in the STEM fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. The grandfather of black nationalism, Martin Delaney, the first proponent of black nationalism, also published a science fiction story called The Huts of America about the successful slave revolt in the southern states and the founding of a new black country in Cuba. So, you see how science fiction stories have impacted and shaped our modern world. For Africans and people of African descent, our science fiction stories have been interwoven into the fabric of our various mythologies, folklores, and belief systems. Religious and spiritual beliefs are perhaps one of the strongest motivators of people's actions, so a science fiction-based religious doctrine would likely serve as an even stronger motivator and generator for people to become scientists, mathematicians, and technologists, which is why perhaps that the engineers of the various Islamic-oriented black nationalist groups in America have also included a science fiction stellar mythos as part of their respective religious doctrines, and they have been able to organize, galvanize, and motivate their members to build nations. We have heard various acronyms for the word Islam, such as I self, law, am master, and I sincerely love Allah's mathematics, but considering the stellar mythos found in the doctrines of African American Islamic groups, another possible acronym for the word Islam could be Intergalactic Space Lessons Astronomically Manifested. Second to the spiritual systems of ancient Egypt, the religion of Islam is a spiritual system which has significantly impacted and influenced scientific, mathematic, and technological development in the world. Terms like algebra, algorithm, alcohol, admiral, chemistry, and zero all have origins in Arabic. 2/3 of all the stars that have names have Arabic names. It is good to study history and ancient mythology. It is okay to entertain yourself with science fiction. However, you do yourself a disservice if you have more knowledge about ancient, historical, mythological, or fictional information than you do about real, modern, and active present practical information. If you are fascinated by historical mythologies, science fiction, UFOs, and extraterrestrials, then allow your fascination, captivation, and preoccupation with mythology, fiction, and fantasy to be transformed into activation energy to take part in the study, design, development, and creation of science and technology. In the future, as Africans begin to explore the cosmos, we will go from the motherland to the mothership, from Afrocentric to astrocentric.
There you go. Astrocentricity. One of the ideas that us in the current future, us in the current timeline, has the opportunity to produce futuristic works. You see what I'm saying? We have the opportunity to take these science fiction novels or mythologies like Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, so the movie Serenity, Mass Effect, like the video game Mass Effect, and all these other mythologies, H.P. Lovecraft's sci-fi, the sci-fi side of it. You see what I'm saying? So everybody who's dropping this, you have an opportunity to take that information and create a futuristic mindset for yourself in the here and now. That's what astrocentricity is. In this moment in time, you have the opportunity to produce your own futuristic works, technologies, concepts, and mythologies. You see what I'm saying? What is a mythos? A mythology are allegories that inspires the imagination to do things that's out of the current norm. You see what I'm saying? It inspires the imagination to do things that's out of the current norm. Like, say, for example, in our normal world, we go to work, we take care of our kids, take care of our families, hang out with our friends, do this and do that. You see what I'm saying? It's basic shit for the most part. But when you start to develop this sci-fi-ish futuristic mindset, then you start to tap into in the here and now. Then you start to tap into whole other futuristic paradigms, and you start developing these technologies and methodologies and everything. And now science fantasy and all that, now you are labeled or credited with being innovative and producing this new work. You know, like it was a little Netflix movie. Can't remember the name of it. It was a sci-fi reality show actually, where she went back in time to try to save her brother, but she had to do something futuristic to even affect the historical timeline. You see what I'm saying? That's what he was talking about. So she had to have a futuristic mindset, which leads me to the next teaching, Afrofuturism. Some of y'all probably heard of the term. Some of y'all probably haven't heard of the term. It's both of my melanated people here. What is Afrofuturism? Afrofuturism is a teaching that we as melanated people need to start looking to the future and seeing ourselves in a sci-fi / science fantasy sense. We as melanated people need to start looking to the future and seeing ourselves in a sci-fi / science fantasy setting, like in Star Wars and in Star Trek and in Battlestar Galactica and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? So on and so forth. Let us continue here. So do not think that just because this current system marginalizes us starseeds that the most... I get to that in a second. I'm moving ahead of myself. So yeah, Afrofuturism. You know, it's been a term that came up. If you probably ever watched some of Janelle Monáe's music videos, y'all know what I'm talking about, because she used a lot of Afrofuturistic sci-fi / science fantasy concepts in her work. You see what I'm saying? In her work. And you have a lot of people that's rising up to produce, because you know everybody's sick of slavery now, which is good. That's a good thing. You're supposed to be sick of slavery and the struggle movies. You're supposed to be sick of the slavery and struggle movies now, and historical movies. You're supposed to be beyond that now. You ready to see the future. You ready to be riding in starships. You ready to ascend your macabre. You ready to do these astro metaphysical things and scientific things that you used to watch when you was a kid, that was promised to you, like when you watch cartoons such as the Jetsons. Say, for example, nobody wanted to be a fucking Flintstone. Goddamn running around with their feet trying to move a car. Everybody wanted to be the Jetsons, riding around in a spaceship, chilling. You see what I'm saying? Living life. Everybody wanted to be that being. Nobody wanted to be fucking Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. Them niggas look like they was suffering. You see what I'm saying? Fucking slapping their feet on the ground every 5 fucking minutes. Got them going home, no windows, talking to fucking ancient birds and shit, you know, with these old world ass technologies that they was dealing with. Everybody was ready for the future, which was the Jetsons. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Jetsons was so fucking powerful. And everybody like, or Back to the Future. If y'all ever seen Back to the Future, you know, he went Back to the Future, what? They was flying in cars, chilling, you know, living their life. Riding on space boards, and they were living in a futuristic society. So everybody asks, because you know, in the movies they put 2015, 2018, 2020. What happened to this future? This sci-fi-ish science fantasy type future. What happened is the Archons hijacked our timeline. That's what happened. They killed off all the scientists, technicians, engineers, mathematicians, and futuristic and architects who thought on a futuristic level. See what I'm saying? They killed all them. See what I'm saying? That's why you never get anywhere. That's why you in a state. That's why we are in a state of suspended animation, because they keep killing off the motherfuckers who coming with futuristic technology. Nikola Tesla's, Edward Lee Scalding. You see, any black inventor, melanated inventor. You see what I'm saying? Any of them. You know, you see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on. So let's get into this Afrofuturism. Let's get into that, and I'll discuss it more after y'all see the video here. Hold on here. Let me get us right here.
fiction, fantasy, Afrocentricity, Pan-Africanism, magical realism, mysticism, New Age concepts, and African cosmologies, to discuss and debate Africans and people of African descent in futuristic settings. Afrofuturism is innovative, revolutionary, and characterized by any means of expressing a vision of the future of Africans and people of African descent. People who prescribe to the ideas of Afrofuturism are called Afrofuturists, and Afrofuturists express their cultural concepts through various artistic mediums including music, art, poetry, literature, and fashion. Afrofuturists also express their cultural concepts scientifically through the objective study of the future, using mathematic modeling and statistical forecasting to predict the likelihood of various future outcomes, and then setting goals and creating technologies to steer the course and bring about the most desired future. Afrofuturistic consciousness, that is, being conscious of the future of Africans and people of African descent, is a proactive mentality, which is goal-oriented, solution-based, and results-driven. Afrofuturists are concerned with creating reality for ourselves, rather than sitting back and being reactive, and having someone else create reality for us, and then complaining when things do not go our way. The dystopian present, in which Africans and people of African descent currently live, where we experience police brutality, police murdering us with impunity, where we have dysfunctional families, dysfunctional relationships, and we are socially and economically disempowered. All of these outcomes are the result of not having a proactive, Afrofuturistic consciousness, but rather having a reactive, Afro-retroactive consciousness, which was more focused on the past, rather than the future. The same mental processes of inductive reasoning that enable you to reconstruct the past are the same mental processes which enable you to foretell, forecast, or predict the future. The greatness that Africans and people of African descent once enjoyed in the distant past can once again be experienced in the coming utopian future. The past is the future, and the future is the past. The future positive history of the African race and our potential ability and capacity is limitless. Resurrection and eternal life will be made possible in the near future through science and technology. Would you want to spend an eternity living a life that was not created by you? We must create our own self-defined Afro-futuristic society, have our own land, our own language, our own culture, our own fashion, our own music, our own architecture, our own food, our own spirituality, our own education, our own science, and our own technology. You are the creator, fashioner, maker, and shaper of your own future. Who knows what the future holds? You do, because fate is what you make it. Peace.
So there y'all go. As you can see what technology does for you, the true power of technology is it frees you up. It makes it easy life. It makes it easy lifestyle. It frees you up to do different things. See what I'm saying? You don't have to spend every waking moment doing this and doing that. You burn yourself out. They got y'all washing dishes. They got y'all mowing lawns, and they got y'all doing all this that your robot's supposed to be doing. Your artificial goddamn technology is supposed to be doing. See what I'm saying? While you sit down and study the mysteries of the universe and to continue to develop from the mysteries of the universe. Goddamn agriculture. How you fuck up agriculture? They figured out a way by spraying chemicals on shit. You know, they figured it out. They figured out how to fuck up agriculture, just like they figured out how to fuck up everything else. That's how you know these some archonic mofos. So, yeah. They doing all this because they want to keep you enslaved. You see what I'm saying? They want to keep you enslaved down here. So they want to continue to keep you from your inheritance. You know, Nasara and Jasara is actually a perversion of your futuristic reality. Did y'all know that? Yeah. Nasara / Jasara is a perversion of your futuristic inheritance melanated people. You know, that's your inheritance that your ancestors promised to you. See what I'm saying? That they promised to us. You know, that we was going to inherit after doing this work. See what I'm saying? After doing this work. So we supposed to inherit. Hold on here. I got a few pictures of futuristic us. You know. Hold on. We were supposed to inherit these societies. You see what I'm saying? I got a few pictures. Hold on. I got y'all. Afrofuturism. I can make that work for images. Give y'all an idea. Let's see here. What's some more? Afrofuturistic societies and peoples. You know. Let's see here. Let me see here. Supposed to be doing stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? Connect with people who raise your vibration. Levitating, putting in work around here. See what I'm saying? With your knowledge. Let's see a little bit more. You know, let's continue here to give y'all some more work here. Let's see here. You know, we supposed to be futuristic beings. You know, this is you in the future, Ethereans. You see what I'm saying? This is you later on down the timeline. You just solid gold. Remember the song from the Wiz? Solid gold. Remember that? They talking about you in the future. Because we soulful beings. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, let's continue here. You know? Gene Isis, Rise of the Divine Feminine. Getting back to who you are. Goddesses. You know. Tightnesses. Let's see here. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, here go a good one. I know y'all gonna love this one. Check this one out. Futuristic. Let's see here. Let us see. We not done. Trying to make you a cosmic being around here. You know? Trying to make you a cosmic being. So let us continue here. Let us keep going. Got a few more here. I showed y'all this before. Futuristic El Dorado. This your future they trying to hijack from you, my people. Let's see. I showed y'all the Wakandan Empire. Let me see here. Boom. You know, from early elections. I'm going to put it all here because since we're dealing with this Afrofuturism energy right now. So there's y'all. Look at you riding spaceships. You know, you're a futuristic society. The Intergalactic Empire, Galactic Empire of Wakanda, which is America and planet Earth. So that Wakanda just means the Great Spirit down here. So let's see here. Let's see. Let's continue here. I think I got a few more images. Yeah, prove the point real quick before we move on to this lecture. If I hadn't deleted them anyway. Let's see, because yeah, Jasara and Asara is them hijacking our future. They've been doing it for some time now. That's why everybody whitewashed when you look them up. See, look at that. Oh, that's a real good picture of your futuristic society right there. That's a real good one. So, let's continue here. You know, they're trying to hijack your future. It's you in the future. See what I'm saying? Getting it. Trying to hijack your future. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. You know, shit. You know when they stealing, you know. You know they stealing from you when you never see you in the pictures. You see what I'm saying? You never see you. Notice all the ETs. Hold on, let me give y'all one of these. It's gonna trip y'all out. Let me go down here and get one of these. But before that, you know, your Mace Windu. That's you in the future. You see a Junta. That's you in the future. See what I'm saying? They're just telling you who you are. Let's see here. Let me go up here. Let me go upward. Let me go upward here. You know, they hijacking our future. And I don't appreciate it. You know, a lot of our so-called conscious community counterparts has sold out. You know. See, look at this. One of my favorite fuckery images. Everybody in that picture, no melanated beings, not one melanated ET. Not one. This is what we talking about right there. Not one. Not one of you melanated beings. I've discussed this before. How they fucking hijacking your future with this QAnon shit. You see what I'm saying? This QAnon Jasara programming. So yeah. Here we go. Here go one that's real whitewashed. That's what they promote. Ain't got you in it or nothing. Melanated beings, nothing. Let's see here. Let me go back up here. You don't see yourself as royalty. You don't see yourself as futuristic. So of course, you're gonna latch on to what you can latch on to then. Right? You don't see yourself in this image or in this way. Let me see here. You know? You don't see yourself as cosmic beings. And that's by design. That is by design. You know what I'm saying? You don't see yourself like this. You know, to our ancestors known and unknown. To our processors known and unknown. There you go, Mustafa, pure fuckery. But over here, on my channel, you gonna see it. Shit. Because, you know, we from a different paradigm. We from a different paradigm that allows you to see yourself as royalty, as futuristic beings. You see what I'm saying? At least you're going to get it on my channel if you don't get it nowhere else. Look at this. Dope picture. Fire-ass picture. The sister taking care of the kid in a cosmic fashion, in a cosmic way. And I'll give y'all one or two more. We'll continue on with the lecture. Just every so often, I tell y'all these things. I don't know what nobody else gonna tell you. Look at all the ladies who contributed. You know, there's a squad of all the ladies who's about it, both in the past and on into the future. And I'm gonna give y'all a squad of all the homies. Some of the homies. Let's see here. You go to older wad. You know. There you go. Let me see here. Of course, they hate to see this picture here. Anunnaki. That's why they detest the Anunnaki. Because the Nuwabians and everybody brought out the Anunnaki teachings, and there was no denying that they were melanated. Yeah, they spent like 40 years dropping their signs. You see what I'm saying? Those sciences. My bad, those sciences. Let me see here. There go some of the melanated homies. that you see. You don't see yourself as priest. You don't see yourself as royalty. You don't see yourself in a futuristic setting. You ain't riding in spaceships. According to them, you know, Jesus would say you let them tell it. According to them, you ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing. Around here fucking off, according to them. You know, according to their artwork and their teachings. The melanated man and woman ain't nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. A very big problem. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Yeah, I have a very big problem with y'all not seeing your artwork. So yeah, alright, I think that's enough. I think y'all get the point now. You know, I think y'all get the point. Shoot. So yeah, that's what I be saying. You never see you, people of the sun. You never see, like I always say, you never see you. Yo, where your future? You see what I'm saying? You never see your future. You always see their future, but you never see your future. Peep game. For this Afro-futuristic segment here. So let us continue. Let us continue. I think y'all get the point. I think y'all get the point. Now, but I gotta show this before we go. Your Earth, Wind, and Fire, they was dropping sciences. Shit, they was dropping science on you. Look at that. Look at all that Afro-futurism there. Afro-history, Afrocentricity. All in one place. I especially like this one here. Cause getting it over there as he's studying the stars. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So let's continue here. One more for the ladies. So y'all can see yourselves. You see what I'm saying? In a royal futuristic setting. Alright. Let's continue here. Let's continue on. So, let's go on to the next segment here. But we'll be here all day on Afrofuturism. So do not think that just because this corrupt arcanic system marginalizes us starseeds, that means they kick us to the corners of society, that the rest of the cosmos, both on this side of the equation and the spiritual/soulful sides of the equation, are not watching and listening, because they are. And yes, they are taking notes and using our information to see and create whole new universes. Let me read that again. And yes, they are taking notes and using... Hold on. So do not think that just because this corrupt arcanic system marginalizes us starseeds, that the rest of the cosmos, both on this side of the equation and the spiritual/soulful sides of the equation, are not watching and listening, because they are. And yes, they are taking notes and using our information to see and create whole new universe. So they're using that information to create whole new realms, whole new planets, whole new realities. Hey, we doing it ourselves down here with our own information. You know, we learning from each other and dropping this science and activating each other. You see what I'm saying? So that we can build our own worlds, own universes, own places. See what I'm saying? So yeah, always remember, the indigenous beings of this planet are some of the oldest beings in existence. So the secrets we have stored inside our DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. That's what DNA means. DEA, deoxyelectroalkali. SEA, starseed electroalkali, has potential to build multiverses. See what I'm saying? So that's what you got going on here. And if y'all don't believe me, I got the term indigenous equals indigo. Genealogy. So indigenous actually mean indigo genealogy, or indigo genealogy, or natural or native or original genealogy. So I got a video for y'all for that. So let's check it out. It is getting hot in here. Let me turn on some air.
Greetings, beloved ones.
This one called Arterians, Indigo Children, and Starseeds. Let's get it.
Greetings, beloved ones. My name is Irish. I am an indigo being from Arcturus. We Arcturians come from a beautiful blue-green cyanic planet with a crystalline core that orbits the sun star Arcturus. Arcturus is an orange-red supergiant sun star located in the Boots constellation from Earth. From Earth, Arcturus is also the brightest star in the Boots constellation and is 36.7 light-years from Earth. The handle of the Big Dipper constellation points to the sun star Arcturus. Other beings which reside on planets orbiting the sun star Arcturus include the cone-headed beings called the Pteros, who are originally from a planet named Jomon which orbits Arcturus. Also, many Riskians made the planets orbiting Arcturus their home after leaving the planet Risk in the 19th galaxy. The world of my people is in perfect balance with nature, and we can talk to the animals, plants, and also to our planet very easily. We Arcturians live in a state of unconditional love, and we reside in communal home environments. We Arcturians are a highly advanced 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensional race of ascended masters. We are the spiritual, mental, and emotional healers for the universe. We believe love is a primary element of life on the 5th density and higher. We Arcturians are closely connected to the violet and indigo ray. The human psychic advocacy referred to we Arcturians as the most advanced civilization in the universe. We Arcturians range from 3 to 4 feet tall, and are generally slim by human standards. The melanin content within the skin of Arcturians ranges from a greenish hue, to a bluish hue, to an indigo or violet hue. We have very pronounced almond-shaped eyes. We have the ability to move objects with our minds, and we are highly telepathic. We Arcturians do not eat physical food like humans. We Arcturians ingest energy directly. We can also directly ingest...
What they say? What they said just now? Let's hear that again. Hadn't I been saying that?
We have very pronounced almond-shaped eyes. We have the ability to move objects with our minds, and we are highly telepathic. We Arcturians do not eat physical food like humans. We Arcturians ingest energy directly. We can also directly ingest information and knowledge, which enables us to...
They do not eat physical food. They eat energy, like I've been saying. And I've been saying that you don't supposed to be eating no kind of food. No vegetables, no meats, no fruits, none of that shit. You don't supposed to eat none of that. Or drinking juices and nothing like that. It's all supposed to be pure energy, life force, solar energy, and melanin, like I've been telling y'all. And I've been telling y'all that for the longest. So let's continue here.
And knowledge, which enables us to mentally advance faster than other beings in the universe.
Let me start back.
We Arcturians do not eat physical food like humans. We Arcturians ingest energy directly. We can also directly ingest information and knowledge, which enables us to mentally advance faster than other beings in the universe. Our mission is to help the Earth cross to the 4th dimension, and eventually, from the 4th dimension to the 5th dimension. In our Arcturian civilizations, the birth process is unlike that of human beings. Our birth process consists of a female and male mentally bonding, and thus an ethereal clone of the bond is produced as a result. Arcturus is an energy gateway through...
They said they just producing their kids off pure mental fucking or mantra, as we call it. Just having sex with your mind, telepathic sex. Goddamn. Let's continue here. Let me run it back. That's deep there.
It's an energy gateway through which humans pass during death and rebirth. It functions as a way station for non-physical consciousness. A gateway through which and thus an ethereal clone of the bond is produced as a result. Arcturus is an energy gateway through which humans pass during death and rebirth. It functions as a way station for non-physical consciousness to become accustomed to physicality. We have been sending ethereal star seeds to your planet Earth to manifest as physical human beings for many years, as a way to help the Earth cross over to the 4th and 5th dimensions. You have called these star seeds which have arrived on your planet by a variety of names. You have called them indigo children, you have called them crystal children, and you have called them golden children. Many of these star seeds have now grown to become adults, but yet and still, more are still growing up, and even more star seeds are being sent, and are born each day. The indigo children arrange everything about their physical existence in the ethereal astral plane prior to their arrival on Earth.
The indigo children select which parents they would like to come through, and in some instances, the indigo children in their ethereal form will actually arrange for their mother and father to meet and come together prior to their birth. When the indigo child is born, people often feel as if the child is a wise old soul. The indigo children tend to be curious, strong-willed, independent, and are often perceived by friends and family as being a bit strange. Even as a child, they seem to possess a clear sense of purpose. They are born with a special perception, and they have the color indigo in their aura. At times as children, they speak with a confidence and a great command of language not common for a child. They exhibit a strong innate subconscious spirituality from early childhood. They tend to be very intelligent and possess an inherent intuitive ability. Oftentimes, the indigo children can intimidate adults who do not understand them, and these adults negatively categorize the indigo children with labels such as ADD, Attention Deficit Disorder, ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, Autism, and Special Education. This is why black boys and black girls are disproportionately categorized as ADD and ADHD, because they are in fact indigo children.
Yep.
The adults who do not understand the indigo children then give pharmaceutical drugs to the indigo children to dilute their spiritual powers. They have even given them other labels such as the black-eyed children. It is very important that the indigo children who have now grown to become adults on your planet ensure that the indigo children who are still growing up have the opportunity to reach their greatest potential. Once this objective is actualized, the consciousness of the planet Earth will begin to rise in dimensions. Peace to you all, beloved ones. Yours truly in divine love and ascension. Irish.
So there you go. So they said, and I quote, that when the indigos and the blue-rays and the flower children and the crystal children and rainbows and diamond children and you even have a few silver children down here and golden children find themselves, shit, once they figure it out, once they come into their knowledge of self, their inner knowing, it's game over. And yes, this is a true statement. That's a true prophecy. Cause since so many star seeds have woken up and have helped waking up a lot of humanity, the Earth's dimensional matrix has been rising through the dimensions for some time. I think we somewhere in the 6th, maybe 7th dimensional frequencies now, going into the 7th dimensional frequency. So yeah. So all that's coming true, you know. But these beings don't want us to have. That's why they're trying to vaccinate your kids. That's why they're trying to send your kids back to school, because they won't be able to go back to school if they get vaccinated. You see what I'm saying? At one point, they trying to get you good. But for some reason, they having a hard time pulling all this shit off because of the frequencies, the acceleration of the planet. You see what I'm saying? The only reason, they only benefiting off our ignorance, and the ignorance is getting slayed every day. It's getting killed every day at this point. Because people are waking up more and more, raising a fucking eyebrow to what the fuck is going on in this system, in this corrupt matrix. You see what I'm saying? This arcanic matrix. So definitely. That's what you got going on. You got advanced technologies. You got advanced frequencies. We are ascending this planet, and no one or nothing is gonna stop us. You see what I'm saying? No one or nothing is gonna stop us. How I know this? Well, I also received a little Anunnaki update recently. What up, E-Tech? I received the Anunnaki update recently. And this update is called Everything Will Be Carried Over. Here we go. Anunnaki speaking. When we say everything, we mean everything will be carried over. Whether it be hip-hop or classic soul, whether African creation energy or Muhammad Ali's The Art of Ali techniques, whether Hermetian occultism or Bruce Lee's teaching, whether it's Empress Verdiace's indigenous teachings or the Black God sciences like the 120 Lessons, Nuwabu, Noble Drew Ali's True Teachings, or the secret, the secret, what I put there, histories of all the nations that John Henry Clark and Ivan Van Sertima dropped. One more. It will all be carried over to the new earth and revamped, refined, and taught as different sciences. Why is everything being carried over, you ask? It's because since you've been living in the reversed world, the mirror world, you see what I'm saying, the corrupt realm, the indigenous melanated earthlings have yet to fully master any of our arts and sciences we produce, because Yaldabaoth, the Archons, and the Cabal have always been there to thwart every movement. So all of our sciences produced over the last 250 years will be revamped and fine-tuned on a new earth, even mythologies like Star Wars. So it is, and so shall it be. Sincerely, the Nibirian Councils. Let me read that one more time. And because I kind of fumbled there. Anunnaki update. Everything will be carried over. When we say everything, we mean everything will be carried over. Whether it be hip-hop or classic soul, whether African creation energies teachings, or Muhammad Ali's The Art of Ali teachings, his martial boxing, the 52 blocks, whether Hermetian occultism or Bruce Lee's teachings, whether it's Empress Verdias's indigenous teachings, or the black god sciences like the 120 lessons, Nuwabu, Noble Drew Ali's teachings, or the secret histories of all the ancient nations that John Henry Clark and Ivan von Sertima uncovered and dropped. So definitely. It will all be carried over to the new earth and revamped, refined, and taught as different sciences and arts. Why is everything being carried over, you ask? It's because since we've been living in the reverse world, created by Yaldabaoth and his Archons, then the indigenous melanated earthlings have yet to fully master any of our arts and sciences we have produced, because Yaldabaoth, the Archons, and the Cabal have always been there to thwart every movement. So all of our sciences produced over the last 250 years will be revamped and fine-tuned on the new earth, even the mythologies like Star Wars. So it is, and so shall it be. Sincerely, the Nibirian Councils. The Nibirian Councils. So there y'all go. There y'all go. So, in the note, when we do these lives, 12 million universes plus is listening to us. So take it seriously. Have fun with it too, but also take it seriously, because your broadcast is reaching all over the cosmos right now. That's why this is such a special time. And the Archons know this. The Archons know this. That's why they don't want you teaching on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok, on fucking Instagram, and all these other places. You see what I'm saying? Big O and everywhere else. They don't want you teaching on here, because those are intercelestial, intergalactic, and interdimensional broadcasts that everybody is tapping into and feeding off of, not only just humans. You see what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, I told y'all about the gargoyles. Somebody buying them goddamn gargoyles, whether it's the starseeds who listen to me, our enemies, or some other beings who found out about my videos, and they went and bought gargoyles for their realms. You see what I'm saying? Because gargoyles represents the spirit and soul of protection. They're the literal embodiment of it. We're going to get into that later. So, yeah. Yeah. They're the literal embodiment of these beings, of protection, of guarding, of doing these things. They're also part dragon and part the money. We're going to get into all that. So yeah, these beings, these intercosmic beings, whether it be the Anunnaki and Arcturians and Pleiadians and Orions and Syrians and Procyons and all other beings we do not know and do know, whether it be any of them, they are all listening to our intercosmic broadcast, which we call live streams. See what I'm saying? These are intercelestial, interdimensional, and intergalactic live streams. You see what I'm saying? Y'all get that? These are ciphers, intercosmic cipher. What is a cipher? A cipher just means assembly. Well, we all get together to either you listen to me or you listen to anybody else in the Starseed community. We no longer just call it the conscious community, because you got two different groups. You got the Starseed community and you got the conscious community. The conscious community is the ones teaching the basics of consciousness. The Starseed community has taken that shit to a whole other level. See what I'm saying? So if you've grown beyond the basic teachings of the realm, of the spiritual realm and soulful realm, then you no longer operate on just a level of consciousness. You've graduated into the starseed realm. See what I'm saying? That deals with occultism. That deals with the force, that deals with soul, that deals with melanin. You see what I'm saying? The higher teachings. You graduated into those realms now. And so because of that, you are now an official, full-fledged, full-blooded star seed who is doing the work. You see what I'm saying? Or star warrior / star warriors. So there you go. This is what you got going on here. So the Starseed community broadcasts are intergalactic, intercelestial, and interdimensional. I keep repeating it because I cannot find any better way to put emphasis on what we are doing right now. You see what I'm saying? And the more you put out the perception, the more you alter the perception of your peers, the more they're able to gain this information and awareness and alter their realities. You see what I'm saying? And grow their consciousness and help their fellow star seeds, star tribes, star family, star souls, star kin, and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? This is the true reason why we do these motherfucking Facebook lives, these YouTube lives, these Zoom lives, these TikTok and Instagram lives, these Twitter lives. These are the purpose, these big old lives. This is the purpose of all this. The purpose is these InterCosmic broadcasts are being heard all over the motherfucking cosmos. Both the outer cosmos and the inner cosmos. You see what I'm saying? The outer verse or universe and the inner verse. You see what I'm saying? The soul verse. You see what I'm saying? The necroverse. You know? The angelic realms. You see what I'm saying? We can go on and on. Everybody is getting them some right now. And the more you pull these energies and these teachers out of you, and the better you get at it, and the more you ascend to high levels of consciousness, the more intercosmic your broadcasts become, and the more other beings actually pick up on your teachings. So with that being said, there y'all go. There goes InterCosmic Broadcasts. I hope this helped, and I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from when I say these are interdimensional, intercelestial, and motherfucking intergalactic broadcasts, channels, and teachings. So there it is. I end there. Any questions? There you go, Javon. Our intergalactic family is in the school session with us as the universal professors. They know that we are royalty and we are the original teachers and priesthoods. Like I said, y'all are doing things down here that ain't nobody fucking seen across the goddamn cosmos. So, honor that. Respect that fact. You see what I'm saying? Respect that fact that everybody is watching. All eyes is on us. Why y'all think such songs that Tupac and everybody was dropping such songs as All Eyes on Us, Machiavelli, Hail Mary? These songs ain't by mistake. K Reno. You see what I'm saying? All these songs that was produced has meaning. Well, no matter what level on, whether it's gangster rap, whether it's conscious rap, whether it's trap rap, it don't fucking matter. You see what I'm saying? Trap music is related to the trap cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Did y'all know that? Oh, no, y'all did. You got magic rap, occult rap. Like my boy Occult, this guy who dropped the Cthulhu song that I introduced in hip-hop. See what I'm saying? So all this shit is related. And magical rap is connected to the magic cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, them cards is portals. Yeah, like my homeboy who I don't know if he on here right now, he been dropping sciences on those cards. Just the names, just the images is invoking genetic activations within him. So these broadcasts is real, y'all. Don't take everything down here is alchemy. What is alchemy? Alchemy is the process, first and foremost, of turning lead into gold, which is turning human consciousness into God consciousness. From there, once you transmute your God consciousness, then you go from God consciousness to Titan consciousness. Then you go from Titan consciousness to primordial consciousness. You see what I'm saying? That's why you have different tiers of deities. Demigod, you got human, demigod, God, Titan, little Titan, big Titan. Then you got primordial deities. You see what I'm saying? And you're climbing that stairway to heaven. You see what I'm saying? Until you get to the highest level of consciousness there is, which is primordial. Now you generating energy straight from the pleroma. And through this pleroma, you're producing through the primordial frequencies of the and vibrations and rhythms and harmonies of the pleroma, that primordial realm of the all, you're producing new forms of alchemy that ain't nobody seen before. Oh, y'all just don't even know. Motherfuckers has been waiting on this period for aeons. Not the last 500 years, for aeons. They've been waiting for this for this period because they have been waiting to get their hands on fucking these new alchemists that's being produced. So if you got something you want to produce, whether it's a work of art, whether it's a written literature, whether it's a scientific process, whether it's a technological advancement or invention, whether it's a mathematical equation that you just produced that ain't nobody else ever seen before, and whether it's a new Masonic architectural project that you've been working on that ain't nobody ever seen before, do it. Whether be it on this physical plane or in your mind, don't matter. Do it. Write it out. Draw it out. Type it out. Do whatever you need to do, because those works are being installed into what we call the Smart Chic Records right now, which is the new universal archives for these new alchemists that are being produced, because they not in the Akashic Records. They've never been seen before. We have broken the mold of nothing new under the sun, and we have transitioned into everything new under the sun. You see what I'm saying? Or everything, nothing new under the sun, or old soul, to everything new under the sun, which is new soul. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. There you go. That's what's happening down here for this InterCosmic Broadcast. See what I'm saying? That's why we all putting in work. And that's why slowly but surely the Starseed community is starting to drop shit y'all ain't never heard before. That's how it's supposed to be. Bobby Hemmett told us the information is supposed to be bizarre. Weird, unknown, crazy, out the way. You supposed every word out my mouth, you really supposed to be saying what the fuck. You see what I'm saying? You really supposed to be saying, what the fuck is you talking about, Marvin? Truth be told. That's how you know you're getting new information, because it's challenging your current state of consciousness, your current comfort zone, or your current status quo. So that's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. So get y'all some. Get y'all some, people. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. So we give y'all these InterCosmic Broadcasts to inspire y'all, to give y'all new information to work with, so y'all can produce y'all own alchemists, and various other reasons why we do this. You see what I'm saying? Some of them do it for economical reasons. Hell, I do it for economical reasons sometimes. So shit, we all do it for our own reasons. A lot of the reasons. Hell, there's multiple reasons. You do it because you want to leave a legacy. You may want to leave a legacy. Shit, you get old enough. You live long enough around here. You don't want to just goddamn tell your kids you ain't do shit for the last 50 or so years. Now do you? So you want to leave a legacy. I can look back now and show my kids 200 and some lectures, over 220 hours of information of me dropping sciences during that time period. And at that time, as kids, they listen to my information. It'll give them a head start on their path. You see what I'm saying? Some of it may be old, but some of this information that we dropping, due to us being cosmic beings, is timeless. No matter what era you in. You see what I'm saying? Then they may take up the torch, take up the throne, those processors of new. You see what I'm saying? Who was once ancestors of old may take up the torch and become the new gods and titans and primordials on the block in their era. So there you go. So I hope that helped, people. I hope that helped. Any questions? Any questions? Yeah, Javon, there you go. You should be creating whole new universes. Who's stopping you from creating? Who says that you can't create whole new universes? You no longer are restrained. You're in a contemporary world now. You're no longer bound to the constraints of modern thinking or ancient thinking. Hell, you create your own thinking, futuristic thinking that ain't never been seen before, and futuristic realms and futuristic beings. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, get it done. You said, Portia, I missed 2 questions. Oh yeah, let me see here. Let me get up here real quick. Is it true that people with positive blood types are from the cosmos? Really, all of us are from the cosmos, no matter what blood type you are. It don't even matter. You know, it don't even matter at this point. Shit, blood type, we beyond they ideals of blood types and putting us in boxes. You see what I'm saying? Reporting live from ISD TV, Intergalactic Star Seed Dimensional TV. I like that. I like that. Ashley Maldonado, what video did I talk about blood types? It's called Blood Codes. It's called Blood Codes. You check that out on my YouTube channel. Let's see. Mustafa, I got a question. In ancient times in the east side, like the Shaolin monks used to use Mopai systems back in Japan. They were ninjas and samurai. In Egypt, they had the Jedi arts, but in America, did we have all of those plus the towers we built, or just the towers and our technology? We had ancient Jedi over here. See what I'm saying? We had that. We had that. We called ourselves mound builders over here, though. Those were the ancient names for us. You see what I'm saying? For North America, Olmecs had their own priests, and the Incans had their own priests. But us mound builders, Washita and everybody, we had our own sciences and spiritualities and soulities. You see what I'm saying? Mu or Mungu and all the other names for our metaphysics. You see what I'm saying? We had our own arts. And you know, we was a little bit more down to earth than everybody else, more practical. You see what I'm saying? That's why over here we don't really use the word sacred, because we just did it. We just put in the work. Was it, you know, we didn't live by the law of sacredness. We just go and fucking put in work and call it a fucking day. You know, so we was way more down to earth up here in North America, mainly because we was feeding off those root forces, those root chakra energies. See what I'm saying? That's coming out of Red Mountain Park in Alabama. You see what I'm saying? The root chakra is in Alabama, not Mount Shasta, California. That's why that's one of the reasons why Alabama was the capital of the indigenous world, Summersville or Selma. So yeah, we had all that. You know, our colors was red, black, and green. That's why y'all so crazy about those colors, because those were the ancient royal colors of our indigenous American lineages at the time. You see what I'm saying? Or Marucan lineages, or Muurian lineages. Here, you can go on and on. Or Mamaruka, whatever name you want to choose. Amaruka. Here, we all had names. We just simply called it Mu. You know, most of the time in our old indigenous tongues, it was just simply Mu. You know, so yeah, so yeah, because Lemuria is actually French. It's Le, which means the Murians. You see what I'm saying? Murians or Murians, which is us. See what I'm saying? Which is us. So we were the Lemurians. You know, the island called Mu that sunk was the Lemurian island. You see what I'm saying? Just like Atlantis was Atlantic Island that sunk. You see what I'm saying? But they was all districts of the Mu Empire. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got going on here. But once upon a time, we were the heads of the world. Once the torch was passed to us from the Antarcticans, once they lost their lives due to war. You know, due to warfare. So yeah, there you go. So the torch was passed to us. Any other question? See how much battery life I got here. I'll take 1 or 2 more before I go. Springfield is Selma, Alabama, if y'all didn't know. I mean, Summersfield is Selma, Alabama, if y'all didn't know. My bad. Let me see. Let's see here. Terry, have I gone into Mortal Kombat as it relates to us here? Oh, of course. I have whole lectures on Mortal Kombat. Go check it out on my YouTube channel. Yes, I got a couple of lectures on Mortal Kombat, how it relates to us. Hell yeah, I went in on Mortal Kombat, or Immortal Kombat. It's also called Immortal Kombat. You see what I'm saying? Let's see here. What's up, Jesus? Question. What's up, Lava? Question. You mentioned Lemurians. Can you break down the Moai Islands, Easter Island statues, and how they came to be? The Moai. Shit. I got. Oh, you talking about the Maui? I think you're talking about the Maui. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure about the Moai or the Maui. I have to do my research on them. I'm a little rusty on Maui, because that's the Hawaiian lineages and Samoan lineages. Am I right? What's up, Daniel? So yeah. Any other questions? I'm gonna have to research them live. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty on my Caribbean side of the equation. So any other questions before I get up out of here? Alright, Terry. Cool. Any other questions before I go? Live, that's cool. Appreciate you. I know. Thank you. Well, alright. Y'all don't have any other questions? I'm Marvin Jones. Y'all share this with your friends. Put it out there. Let them know. That this is what their lives really are. Their star lives. That's what they really call star lives. To the other beings. Or star broadcasts. Visual broadcasts to be precise. So yes, there you go, Jesus. What'd you say? Maui, Hawaii, parts of Central America. There you go. Shit, I'm a little rusty on my Maui. So yeah. Let them know what it is. Let them know what's going on. Let them know these star lives, these star broadcasts are being heard all over the cosmos. You see what I'm saying? 12 million recorded, up to 100 million unrecorded. You got beings that's part of the war. You got beings that's not part of the war. Some of them just here to have the experience. Some of them just want what we got. Some of them is trading. Hell, the list goes on to what motherfuckers is doing right now. During this enchanted period known as what the Olmecs call Hapanuk, the age of the Phoenix, the age of ascension and resurrection. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, there y'all go. So yeah. So if y'all want to check out my other lectures, y'all can holler at me at the Melanin Order on YouTube. And if y'all want to donate, y'all can Cashapp me at mcjnetwork. Thank you in advance if you choose to. And I am out, people. Peace.